So children, we move up to video 3, and now here I am trying to tell you how to find out the square roots. Now we finished squares in our first 2 videos, the basic concept. We'll come with more problems on there, but now how to find out the square root. That means suppose you are given a number which is a perfect square, then you have to search which number it is a perfect square. So suppose we have got, let us take very small number first and try to find out, finding out the square root by repeated subtraction. So suppose I have to find out 16. Then by repeated subtraction you can find out. You just have to keep on subtracting. Odd numbers starting from 1 and see how many times you have subtracted. So let us see. 16 minus 1 is 15. Now 15 minus 3 will be 12. Now 12 minus 5 will be 7. 12 minus 5 will be 7. And then lastly 7 minus 7 will be 0. So 1, 3, 5, 7. You have subtracted 4 times. So square root, if you have to find out, you have to give this sign, and square root you have to find out. So this is the sign we give, and how many times? 4 times. So this is what is the square root. To find out square root by repeated subtraction. I think it is very clear in first shot. You should be able to do this. But anyway, one more example. Let me see if we can go ahead. So the calculation part is my part is teaching. So anyway, let us see. 49 we have to find out. Then 49 minus 1 is 48. Then 48 minus the second number will 45. Now 45 minus 5 will be 40. Then 40 minus 7 will be 33. Then 33 minus 9 will be 24. Then 24 minus 11 will be, God knows how much, 13. And 13 minus 13 will be equal to 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times I have subtracted. So this is what is the way to find out the square root by repeated subtraction. So homework 1 for video 1 will be find out the square root of A 81, B 64, C 25 by repeated subtraction. So you got the square root. How to find it out, you know. So you will be doing it. Post it on my email, that is sanjay_j1968@yahoo.ca, not com, ca. So have you understood that? Now we move ahead. So we can find out the square root by 2 more methods, by factorization method. The shortcut will come to you tomorrow. Today is, you have to understand the basic way. So suppose I have to find out the square root of 144. So I am doing it by prime factorization. That means I will try to find out the factors of this, and through prime factorization. I think so you did. A lot of time when I write this, I find children make a basic comment that we are finding out the LCM. No, actually we found out LCM by finding the prime factor this way. So prime factorization I am doing. So we start with the smallest one till it keeps on going with 2. Let us keep on going. Now so 144, the square root is equal to, pair them, 2 square, then again 2 square and 3 square. As soon as you write this and only one time without the square, the radical goes, then the radical goes, then the radical goes. So square root of 144 is equal to 12. If somebody tells you, what are you finding out? Actually, what did you find out? You find out that number which when multiplied, you found out that number which when multiplied by itself gives 144. 12 into 12 is 144. Let us take a few bigger numbers. 2025. So I have to find out the square root of this. So I will do like this, 2025. So 2025, then 5, 4 is 20, 0, 5, 5 is 25, 5, 8 is 5 1. Here I know it will go 9 into 9 is 81. So we can go that way also, 5 square into 9 square. When you get an expert, you will know how to do. At present, let us go the conceptual way. So 2025 can be written as 5 square into 3 square into 3 square. So it will be 5 into 3 into 3. So 45. Square root of 2025 is 45. So did you understand the concept? By factorization also you can get. And suppose you have to examine if a number is a perfect square or not, same process you apply. If you get all the numbers seen here in pairs, then it is a perfect square. But if there is no pair of any particular number, then that means it is not a perfect square. So there will be question based on this also. So I am trying to give you homework first. The homework 2 will be find out square roots by prime factorization. Let me very fast think. We can go 2401, 1225. We can go, say for example, for 65. And so this is tough. This you should know the table, then only you have to find out. Like you can estimate it's very closer to 900. So 900 means 30 into 30. So the next number will be 31. 31 has got 1 in its unit place. You have to estimate also. You can go close to the number and directly find out what should I do. Alright. Did you understand? I am fast, but you should be thinking like that. 961 straight away when you put it like this, you will get zapped. How to start with? So you go close to a perfect square near it. 900 is the perfect square of 30. No, 30 into 30 is 900. So 31 will be the next number. Try it out. You'll get it. So some smart thinking will be there, and I know you are smart. I don't have to like always try to tell children you are smart. It is always in you. So you try out the shorter ways also. I'll appreciate that. You have be creative in doing all these things, right? So if somebody tells me to find out square root of some certain numbers, I can also estimate. We can estimate and find out. Later on I will tell you how to go about those estimations. So initially now let us have a look. So this we have understood. Now suppose somebody tells, say if this given number is a perfect square. Say for example I am numbering it question number 10. Suppose somebody tells 288 is a perfect square or not. So I do the prime factorization. It all appears good till now. Now see, pair it 2, 2 and 3. All of them have pair, but this fellow does not have a pair. Everybody has got a friend, he is lonely. So that means it is not a perfect square. So you know how to also find it. Though see this, there is another method to tell it directly smartly, that it is ending with 8. So why should I use whether it is a perfect square or not? Straight away I can say it is not a perfect square. That is one part of it. So I told you smartness is very, very important. But suppose you come to a number where you come to a place where you have got numbers ending with 4, then you have to use the prime factorization and see if the pairing is there or not. Say for example, if somebody tells me 244, so 244, let me name it as question number 11. I will go with the prime factorization. So here I am getting stuck. Now there is no number which multiplied by itself is 61. 61 itself is a prime number and it is now not having any pair. So that means this is not a perfect square. So you can do a lot of exercises of your book on this. Suppose this question is again elaborated. Now have a very, very wide look on this. I am again using the same thing to tell you a different type of question. Now they say we know this is not a perfect square. So what is the smallest number by which it should be multiplied so that it becomes a perfect square? So I am leaving it in you. What should you multiply it with? Yes. Shubhasya. Yes. Rakshit, you tell. Abhigyan, you tell. Srishti, what should you multiply it with? So, yeah, very good. You are not having the pair of 2. This is lonely. So, you have to multiply it by 2 to make it a perfect square. So, when you will multiply it by 2, you will get, most probably you will get 500 something. So, 576 most probably. Yeah, 576. So, 576 will be a perfect square. Or what should you divide it? Then you have to strike out of 2. So whatever number is unpaired or group of number which is unpaired, the number should be divided by the same thing or it should be multiplied by the same thing to get the perfect square. So most of the questions now you can do in your book. Yeah, there will be smaller things, like once again I am telling you, let us go to some very simple questions to first get used of this. So 96, what should 96 be multiplied to make it a perfect? Yeah, start. Yeah, okay. We have to find out the prime factors. So this is paired, this is paired. We don't have a pair of 2 and we don't have a pair of 3. That means we have to multiply it with, 2 and 3. That means we have to multiply it with 6. (576), and then they will tell find out the square root of the number formed. So 576, the square root will be what? 24. So good. Then the homework is you do the exercises and post it on my WhatsApp number. That's 933-411-7458. 933-411-7458. All this is there. God bless you, all of you. Thank you.